So Dan.
Hey.
What's going on? What's this video going to be about?
This is a really important video to us over here at DoingOK. We are saying goodbye. This is our last video. In this shitty basement, I'm moving out of this house. I'm moving up in the world. We're going to a brand spanking new apartment. It's gonna be brick walls. It's gonna have white. It's not gonna have any of this pink shit, any of this green shit, any of this wooden shit. We're gonna have actual lighting. We're gonna have more than these shitty walls and this shitty ceiling, and we're gonna film shit, and it's gonna be great for you out there, the viewer. And I'm excited about it. How about you, Keith? Are you excited about it?
Super pumped.
Oh, he's super pumped. So Keith, please regale us, as I set up my camera, with some of your favorite points. You can film things that you enjoyed. You can film me. You can just film whatever you want. I'm gonna give you that permission. Yeah.
Let's take a look at Dan's beautiful desk.
Oh.
Let's.
Well, so this desk, you know, was my grandfather's.
I actually did not.
Yes, he was an immigrant, a first-generation Italian immigrant. And he went to Northeastern, and he was the first in his family to go to college and to graduate from college.
Wow, let's go show this guy.
So this is a nice little piece of history right here. I actually do want to try to make it a little bit nicer when I bring it into my new apartment.
This has got like a waxy urethane finish on it.
Yeah.
So it's probably different coats. So this is hard to sand. It's going to gunk up the sander. And then there's all these little grooves. So
good. Forever. Oh, good. That's what I wanted to hear, Keith. Also, I'm so good at putting this on the fly.
Yeah.
Well, so I will tell you one thing, Keith. That this is our second take of doing this video, and we still did not turn off the fridge.
I did that entirely on purpose.
Entirely on purpose.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you go film that fridge while I try to figure this shit out?
Okay. So this is the fridge. I call him Mr. Friggy.
Okay.
Because he's so frigid. Isn't that right, Dan?
That's so right, Keith. Talk about why we have issues with the fridge. Frenemies with the fridge.
We're frenemies with the fridge because, well, first of all, he's very considerate. He always gives us nice beverages like the small cans of Diet Pepsi and old, what the hell was that stuff that Amory left here? Was it the Schlager? That gross thing that nobody else had? Yeah. But yeah, we always leave it on, and we only notice it's on when we're recording.
It's great.
And then if we ever do remember to take it and unplug it, then we leave it and forget to plug it back in, and we find gross things in it like a week and a half later.
Yeah, it's great.
So this really is a really important part of our family, both in the podcast, in the videos on YouTube, when it was Girl Meets World, when it's DoingOK, this guy here, and let's get a close up. Let's follow this wire.
We got that's where you plug it in. Hey Keith, I'm finally part of this video.
Yeah.
I have a camera that's live. Look at all these animals we have over here. This is the snowman that looks like Jackson.
Now Dan, I did notice something great.
Yes.
So I see you had a little green light on the back of your microphone.
Yes.
Want to tell the viewers?
Yes, that means that my microphone is on.
Yeah.
And that it's recording audio, unlike the first time we did this. So that's fun. Also, here's a Joy-Con. Those are new. Those are exciting. We have some Funkos here. Some of them will survive onto the new journey. Some of them will not. Here's our pumpkin. He's probably going to stay here until next Halloween. Here are our Beyblades. Remember Beyblades? We used to talk about those sometimes. Those are actually going to come with me because I spent a lot of money on them very recently. So yeah. Do you know about this globe, Keith?
Well, I know that is South America right there.
Oh. See, now, this globe, once in its prime, was a trivia game about geography that I got as a child. And my favorite thing about it is that whenever they had a question about Canada, it would go, a Canada question! And that was what the whole point of playing the game, was trying to get a Canada question, because I was so excited. Also, my battery is now dying. So we're going to stop. Oh, listen to that beautiful sound of my creaking old farty house and the heat. So you might be wondering what all these fucking humongous giant labyrinth of filing cabinets are, Keith.
I was wondering.
Yeah, he doesn't know. And you might be surprised to find out, dear listeners, and if you're a newbie especially, There are comic books in these things. Comic books. Now, you might not believe me because there's so many of them, so I'm going to show you a secret. Oh, here are the comic books, and I'm taking it out. It's Detective Comics. Oh my god. There's comic books. 50 years of comic book collecting. My dad did 50 years of comic book collecting, and now we have to deal with it. That'll be fun. Meanwhile, we have a Captain America poster that's going to come with me. We have this poker poster that is not going to come with me, but that's because we used to play poker down here, and I would steal Keith's money, and we were really bad at remembering the rules, so we put this up here, but now we're adults and maybe remember the rules. I don't know. What do you think, Keith?
I mean, to be fair, I haven't played in a while now. Yes. We haven't done that in a few years at this point, so
I mean, that's not true. We did it like at the beginning of this year. By this year, I mean 2017. We played it spring. Clara and Dylan's,
in the spring, yeah. And that was like, okay, that was like once though. We haven't done a regular thing.
Yes.
To be, we weren't really playing that much poker.
Oh man, we were so good at poker.
I mean, half that night I was making pizzas.
Yes, that was a good night. We should make pizzas again. Here's the whiteboard. I stole this from work. Now we write random things like about Keith on here. Here are the LED strips that have gone into like 12 different walls, and so I'm just gonna give up on them and buy some new ones. So I don't even know the first time we started like actually making content down here. I know like the first time we were like deep in content was when we were doing the Girl Meets World podcast, which we did the first two I think at your house, but then the majority of them are right here, using that right there with the microphone stand. I could have just brought it over to me, but okay, you can do that too. Yeah, so we did a lot of the Girl Meets World stuff down here, but I feel like, I mean, I did podcasts before that. So I used to do Glee podcasts down here, and then I did, I don't know if that was, I think that was the next one I did was Girl Meets World here. And then I did Screamcast down here, and the 100 podcast down here, and we did the Girl Meets World YouTube down here, and then we did Doing OK down here. So this has been a poppin' location. This is where all the cool kids hung out. This is where all my friends came and we regaled each other with accolades of alcohol. And
because that was a sentence that had any grammars.
I'm sad I see it now. I made a mistake and I threw out some things earlier today because I was trying to make room to get to the comic books because we have to figure out what to do with the comic books. But we had this beautiful green blanket that had so many great memories. We used to drape it lovingly over the tables, make it look like a poker table, all felty green. Of course, now it has 2 giant burn holes in it.
When did that happen?
I honestly can't remember the specifics of what happened there.
I don't think I was there.
No, you were definitely there, dude. I think it had to do with the hookah. Somehow, something with the hookah, something caught fire. The fact that I can't remember it is not a good sign.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
I have to ask Chris, but it definitely has
that was only one time that I think I was here for that.
All right, I'll have to ask. But no, but I think I only ever did the hookah down here once.
Okay, well, maybe.
And I think it was because we made some burn holes.
Okay.
Oh, good times, guys. Keith, how do you feel, really? And the hardest of hearts. How do you feel?
The hardest of hearts?
Yes, the hardest. How do you feel about the fact that we are going to be leaving this place that we've known for so many moons?
I mean, it is a little bittersweet because obviously there's a lot of memories here. All these little knickknacks and stuff, all the stains on the carpet and under the carpet, hidden in the other carpet, all tell a story.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of history here that we are losing, but it is important to move forward and move up in the world. Obviously, Dan, gotta get a good apartment and have wrangle that apartment studio lifestyle.
Wrangling it.
You got these lights, all these lights. These are going to be your actual lights.
Yes, probably. I have no overhead lighting in my apartment, so this is going to be my life, guys. People are going to think I'm super cool. I'm a trendsetter.
Cool. I think 2018, guys, it's studio lights or go home.
Yes.
I mean, you do not get any kind of like normal lamps or like ceiling lamps. You get umbrella lights, you get soft boxes. Hey Keith, you totally just reminded me of a very important aspect of this video. Which is? The fact that you almost hit the ceiling, and so therefore I need to talk about this beautiful ceiling. So, let me set up straight. Alright. I'm about 6'2". Yeah. I've got, I was at 2-3 inches maybe, of clearance here. Yeah, I'd say this place is 6'5" probably, right? Something like that. I can't tell you how many times I've almost broken my hand or finger on the ceiling just gesturing. Yeah, it's good times, good times. Let's walk over to the doorway, shall we? Yeah, it's on a little journey. Let me. Oh, thank you very much. So now we have some lighting here. let's just kind of look at and really I would like to give accolades to the design of this home because I mean, it's not enough that I'm gonna hit my head. I can hit my eyes on this. One good stride, and I'm just like right across the bridge of the nose.
Yeah,
you know,
it's good stuff.
Right there.
Good stuff.
And you know what?
Even I could hit my head.
I have hit my head on this so many times, and it sucks.
It's a beauty. It's a beauty, is what it is.
I mean, let's look at this. I mean, what am I supposed to do with that, huh?
Thing I'm gonna miss about this basement, right? So to be clear, like everybody hung out here, like all the people who have been on the channel hung out here all the time. Is that like how much I love the aesthetic of how there's just like everything everywhere, right? Like there's just everything everywhere.
It's like punk rock.
Yeah, there's so many little things, nothing, because the walls and the rug and everything are so terrible to begin with. It's just like, let's just make this crazy pants. Now that's not what my apartment's gonna be. I'm gonna try to make it a little bit less crazy pants. So it's
gonna be like perfectly rational pants.
Yes, perfectly rational.
It's like chinos. Your apartment's gonna be chinos aesthetic.
Yes, and so, well, not quite. That's kind of disturbing. I'm never gonna have this kind of space, or not for a long time, where it's just like everything's like an explosion of color and insanity and toys and little knickknacks. And the thing is, I'm gonna throw out some of these toys, and that's gonna be sad. But I don't want to have a ton of crap in my apartment. So, one can only hope that you guys can provide me enough of a living that someday I'll have a big enough place.
Should we raffle off some garbage?
Someday I'll have a big enough place that I can have more garbage, and those can be in the videos too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Keith,
tell me about this
Mario.
This Mario of wisdom.
This sad little Mario who's peeling paint. Mario he's just been our friend, right? He's just been always there, sitting on that table. Chilling by the ball.
How many times do you think this Mario has just like fallen off of something?
Probably 872.
Yeah.
Now I will say this fucking Liv Olivia Moore Funko Pop fell down probably more times in a year than he fell in his entire life because he was a stupid little Funko without a stand. I finally gave her a stand. Now she doesn't fall. It's so great. Let's see. Keith gave me this Dragonite. Keith and Caitlin, I should give her credit too. Ex-girlfriend gave me that Snorlax. Don't tell Olga. Olga gave me...
Hold on, let's go. Let's talk about all of Dan's ex-girlfriends.
No, I feel like that's a different video.
No,
I mean, we can do that video. Oh, so this mask here is from my film Kindred Spirits. That's my graduation gown, and by gown I mean cap. And here's some film equipment.
So Dan.
Yeah.
What about that beautiful poster?
Well, some schlep made it for me. I found him on the street, and I said, "Hey, I'll give you a quarter for some art." And he said, "I'm not very good at art, but my name's Keith, and if you want, I can be a partner at YouTube."
You want to like give some back? I don't know if we ever explained this joke.
This joke of Indigo Assassin versus Crimson Ninja?
Yeah. I
mean, we definitely explained Crimson Ninja if you're like a long-time fan. See, Crimson Ninja was my AOL screen name when I was a hip youngin'. Indigo Assassin was when I was in Pokemon Go and I was on the Mystic, that was Team Mystic, right? That was blue. So I couldn't be Crimson Ninja because that was a different team, was the red. So I needed to be an Indigo Assassin.
And then these two alter egos, they had to duke it out.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had to figure out who I really was inside.
Right.
So that's related to self-portrait. Yeah.
A self-portrait in turmoil.
Yeah. I call it identity crisis.
Nice.
That is being framed and going to come with me to the new homestead.
Should we have a contest for like, you know how like we did something in Girl Meets World? Didn't we raffle off a DVD in Boy Meets World or something?
Yes, we did.
Maybe we should have a contest.
No contest.
No contest.
No contest.
You heard it here, folks. Dan is too mean to give a contest. I was going to suggest that we could win something that Dan was going to get rid of.
We can win.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So one of these comic books, one of these something from the fridge.
We'll raffle off the fridge. Okay.
Something at the fridge door.
I will say the fridge is not coming with us. If people comment about things that they particularly love about this beautiful room, then maybe instead of a contest, it'll just appear at their house, and they won't know how I found them, but I found them.
Great.
Now, I think we should wrap up. And I think that there's only one way to do this, Keith. And for that, I'm going to need you to place down your camera. as I pick up mine.
Okay, should I like leave it rolling though in an awkward way?
Yeah,
That's what I'm doing.
rolling
Okay.
at like my pelvis.
Yeah, yeah. All right,
That's what
ready?
everybody wants, right? That's the shot. That's dandy.
That's the shot right here.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right, Keith, I'm gonna have to ask you something very important. First, I'd like you to go over to this beautiful switch and turn off the overhead lighting. Oh, so much difference. Now, Keith, I'm going to ask you something else. I'm going to ask you to slowly go around and turn off each light individually. And then I'm going to ask you to tell me something meaningful about love.
Okay, so it's like sort of like closing the curtains on our journey here.
Yes. Tell me something beautiful after each one.
Thank you, light, for always lighting up my world. In the darkest of basements, the hottest of summers, the coldest of winters, the most argumentative of days.
Okay.
Thank you, light. I'm gonna not do that again, because now my eyes hurt and I almost hit my eye in that corner again. Am I spooky?
Beautiful.
Am I spooky?
Oh, yeah, you're so spooky, Keith. This is the final light. It's the curtain call. It's going spooky.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching us all these years. We'll be back in a new location soon. I wanted to do this whole video before I packed everything up so you could see it in its wonder. So, you know, we are going to have a few more videos down here, but this is the last time everything will be so beautiful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and farewell. Does that work?